Hey everyone, I'm back in Atlanta now and had a great United flight from San Francisco to Atlanta. During that flight, I was watching ESPN Sports Center and a headline flashed up in the corner. Tim Wolfe resigns, basically. Tim Wolfe is or was now, the president of the University of Missouri. And he resigned because racial tensions had become so bad that students there said, hey, look, he's not addressing the problem. Black students said this first. He's not addressing the problem, and so we are going to call for his resignation. Jonathan Butler, very bravely, a student there, very bravely went on a hunger strike. And through social media, the efforts of the students was communicated, but then the black football players in Missouri were the ones that really turned the corner for everybody when they said, we are not going to participate. And as anyone knows who watches college football, blacks play a huge role in how a team performs, let alone the formation of a team. Missouri is a key SEC team, Southeastern Conference, with a number of great players that have went on to the National Football League. It's a big deal. Huge deal. If Missouri had not played BYU this weekend, the university would have lost $1 million. So Tim Wolfe finally saw the light and said, I'm the problem, I'll step down. And he is the problem because, first of all, when he was questioned about what the definition of oppression was, instead of saying oppression is when someone treats you terribly and tries to keep you down because you are different from them because you're black, he said, basically, he turned it on them and said, well, you're basically, it's how you perceive it. It's your barrier to success because you think you're being oppressed. Wow. That's something else. And the way he said his body language was defensive and attacking all at the same time. In other words, he was defensive in how he was responding it, but he was also angry. His face was etched out. It's like, you people have the problem. Wow. Wow. And you know what's neat about today is that not every white person is like that, by far. If people were that way, we would not have had President Obama, Barack Obama, as the first black president. A good friend of mine said to me 3 weeks ago, he said, it must really be a problem as a black person because you're always under a cloud of suspicion, And he's right. It's for nothing. Just because people, generally who are white and Asian, and more often than not today, Asian than white, assume bad things about you and go to the other side of the street if they see you walking down the street. Even in Oakland now. Horrible stuff. But what's changed in all of this is we have a generation that is social media savvy and understands where their power base lay, in this case, football and sports, and they're very willing to use it. But more important than that is you have white students who stand arm in arm with them and are ready to act on their behalf. That was really, really awesome. So watch the media, because some cameras will show you only black students, but if you can go to Twitter and look at the photographs around, you'll see the reality. That could not have happened at Missouri the way that it did without a lot of white students showing support. Why not show that? Because, as we were reminded, Missouri is by far mostly white, right? The university. Well, ABC showed white students applauding and cheering. Tell the actual story. That's why I started my own media company, because the media gives you this racist view. Well, if it's a black issue, just focus on the black folks. Don't find the white people, as opposed to showing things as they happen, when they happen, regardless of who does what. Terrible stuff. well, I'm going to make more videos about this, but this is really a historic day. Stay tuned.